Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4! The Lord of the Rings playing as Mordor. We finish off the Elves of Mirkwood and the Dwarves of Erebor and the Men of Dale. After what is easily the most difficult war of the game so far. I thought it would be Gondor, I was wrong. Gondor was a pushover. Dwarves? Dwarves stronka. Dwarves stronka. Okay, so what do we need to do next? Well, as far as our deficits, right now it's motorized and it is self-propelled artillery. So let's go ahead and add on a few more factories to the self-propelled. Let's go ahead and add in a little bit more for the motorized, but we'll be able to catch back up. At 38 a day, that shouldn't take very long for me to build this one back up. If we want to toss some more factories onto infantry equipment, this is an upgrade that I think I may have left out in the jump cut, so that could be fine. Let's see, anything else I really want right now? Answer is no, not particularly. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some more upgrades for basic infantry equipment, and let's just toss the last couple factories into light self-propelled, just because that's probably the thing I have the hardest deficit on. It's going to take the longest for me to finish reinforcing those. Armored plating for heavy fighters. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Okay, we have armored fell beasts now. We're going to move all of our troops into position to go for a war against Lothlorien. Oh, and the continuous offensive doctrine is done. That's the last little bit, which means our organization loss when moving is drastically, there we go, reduced, which means we can keep pushing until we run out of organization. So that's excellent. It actually goes very well with tanks and stuff as well. We're a ways off on being able to do nukes, but the good news is I've decided I don't need to nuke the Hobbits, because the Hobbits have voluntarily decided to join the Dark Pact. We've got evil Hobbits! Evil Hobbits. So that's gonna be great. Cipher for Rivendell is done. Oh yay, okay, well that's a thing. Let's go for some extra factories on artillery. I wouldn't mind getting some archers that are upgraded there. And as far as what to decipher next, I don't know. How about the Kingdom of Arthedain? We'll just go ahead and start working on some of them since we are going to be fighting them relatively soon. Struggling to fight a little bit in Rudar, which surprises me, but it looks like we're still pushing through. Again, like, just because the number's red doesn't mean you are actually losing, because once they lose enough of their organization, they start to fall apart anyway. So if we can get enough of our troops over here, we're going to be completely fine. We'll just let the Witch King kind of do his thing for a bit. Not feeling especially worried. Mostly concerned that we still don't have enough of the light self-propelled artillery going on. That's because the Witch King's using all of it up over here. So if we can, you know, finish this guy off and then quickly get a new front line over here, I will happily just, like, tell him to chill out for a bit, and that'll be great. Lothlorien. I think it is high time that we were to get a new fabrication against you. By the way, Moria got renamed. It's no longer Moria, it's Khazad-dûm, led by a Balrog, Durin's Bane, a literal demon of the ancient world, a servant of Morgoth, a Balrog of Morgoth. Did you guys ever watch? Okay, maybe I'm a little bit too old for this. So a while back, I think this was actually on a site called Albino Black Sheep. I could be wrong on that though. But there was a very popular Two Towers based, like, fan-made song that was created, and it was really catchy and extremely stupid, and it was called They're Taking the Hobbits to Eisengard, and you can probably find that on YouTube now if you have not heard of this. But it's basically lots of Legolas stuff from the Two Towers. It's like, Legolas, what are your FLC? And then it just starts a song. It's like, they're taking the Hobbits to Eisengard! Guard! It was great. But there does come, like, a bridge. It's like, a Balrog of Morgoth. I don't know. That was the stupid humor that I had growing up, okay? I'm 30 years old now. Like, maybe I'm dating myself a little bit with this. But back in the day, it was funny! Alright, let's go for the advanced computing machine. Those were like the memes you shared that kind of were viral, like, before the memes. Let's go for the efficiency growth. I do think this is generally better with flexible line because the retention is great. Sometimes, but in my case, I do think growth makes a lot of sense since right now, I'm not changing my line much, but I do need to build up efficiency quickly in areas where it's kind of lacking right now. Okay, so the tanks are arriving. We should be able to punch into something over here easily enough. Can you help out? There we go. Can you help out? And then if we just take this and really push into the capital, we can do that. And that'll do fine over there. That's a lot of units that are threatening my little Hobbit buddies. Emperor Sackville Baggins, are you okay? They actually seem to be fine. It seems like no one's been attacking each other for a while, which feels kind of weird, like they probably should be doing that, right? Okay, well, let's see. How are we doing in terms of construction projects? Still finishing up a couple more factories, which is great, and then, yeah, we're working on some infrastructure projects. We have a lot of repair jobs to do. Agent forced into hiding. She didn't get captured, but she did have to go into hiding. We did finish a collaboration government with Lothlorien for 40%. Wow, that's pretty solid. Okay, yeah, great. I'm happy about that. Let's go ahead and get some intel going with you, and we'll get some intel going over here in Bree, and you're going to get some over Mya, and you're probably okay where you are. Where are you, actually? You're in Lothlorien, forget that. How about you just go ahead and build some over here? I don't know, let's just build a bunch of different networks and get some intelligence going or something, yeah? Alrighty, how much longer until I can kill Galadriel? Gotta wait a couple weeks. The dawn of the Rivendell Initiative. The Rivendell-led alliance between former Arnorian regions as well as Elven nations is set to be launched on Sunday. Elrond has created a new faction, the Rivendell Initiative, which is misspelled. Okay, let's take a look at this, actually. Oh yeah, sure enough, actually, literally everyone else in the world has united against me. Well, that's not very sportsmanlike. Alright, no, that's probably fine. It does mean that now that we're about to attack Lothlorien, we're gonna have to fight everybody, but I don't mind that. Send the war declaration, let's go to war! And we're gonna have you guys all get a move on if you see the opportunity, please and thank you. Okay, so that's on the way. Rivendell has not joined yet. No, Rivendell hasn't joined. So far, they're leaving Lothlorien to their fate, which seems very mean-spirited of you. There they are. Okay, so these guys are making some good pushes. If we have a really good starting push, we might actually be able to crush these guys quick. So let's go ahead and use our decryption against them. 30 days of extra stats against Rivendell. That's a lot of green. That's what I like to see. Why are you guys not dead yet? Can you please be the deads now? Yes? What happened to this? We were winning this fight, and now we're not. What happened? You all get in here, and then help me over here. We're trying to finish off Cameth Bryn so I can quickly redeploy you guys down over here to use against Rivendell. What about this? Ah, that's a big fat nope. Never mind, don't do that. You go here, and then help out in this direction. Come on! Okay, we finished the fire-breathing fell beasts. Sorry. Battlefield support doctrine and strategic bomber, or I guess we can just speed up our close air support and stuff. That'll probably be fine. You guys are still marching in here and struggling a little bit. That's okay, though. You'll get in there eventually. All right. Lothlorien, how are we doing down over here? Pretty good, mostly on the western front. Seems like this is not too big of an issue. If you guys can just push up into the city of Kras Amroth, that would obviously be quite good, and we should be able to, thanks to all of my extra ladders and whatnot. Which, by the way, I don't think I've yet applied to all of my units. Let's go ahead and add it on to a basic orc division. It's not going to hurt their combat stats too much, but what few I am using for offense, we should go ahead and do things like that. Okay, and as far as our production, we are still struggling with the light self-propelled artillery as well as some motorized. So let's go ahead and prioritize this, then we'll do some more factories there. Rohan, did you get called in? No, I see their capital has been left completely exposed for reasons unknown. Pin these guys down, and let's see how fast we can get into his capital, because he just left it open. Why would the AI do that, though? Thank you, Lothlorien, for giving me your capital. That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. Meantime, Rudar's capital just fell. Is that enough to get them to capitulate? It doesn't seem that way, but if we push down here, might be able to finish that off. Rivendell is actually pushing out, which is fine with me, because I want them further away from the capital so that when I do push, it's going to be that much easier to finish them off. Cardalon has just been called in. Okay, apparently this is a bad series of fights, and I think that's because there's a really big river that we're snaking along, so we're going to not take those fights, at least for the moment. But yeah, so now we are literally fighting the entire rest of the world, except for the northern wastes, which they don't really exist, okay? They got 0 troops, they don't really matter, I don't even know why they are a thing. Also the Soviet Union over here, whatever. Kingdom of Angmar is always going to be its own separate faction, so unless we decide we want to kill them for the heck of it, we're never really going to get to do much of anything with them, which I think is a little on the sad side, but oh well. Can we push along over here and assist? Can you guys then possibly get in here? sort of looks like maybe, if you guys actually want to come over this direction, we can reinforce. The extra ladders do seem to be making a difference, and that should be the last major victory point for Lothlorien, I think. And then there's just the little ones down over here, which it looks like we are grabbing right now. So we're about to be able to free up about 75,000 soldiers or so to go and join a different front line. Lothlorien, there they go. Thank you for all that equipment. That's so much support equipment. Yes! Okay. You guys, get up over here. No, wait. That line's too long. You guys, get up over here. And then you guys can come over this way, and I'll get some extra reinforcements to assist me against Rivendell. And then you guys, let's get down against Cardalon or whoever the heck they are. What is this front line supposed to be? That's pathetic. Stop that. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. Give you guys a bonus up over here as well. Okay, cool. Lots of troops to redeploy. Shouldn't be a problem. How are we doing in terms of equipment? Only missing out on the self-propelled artillery. Holding out a little bit on the motorized, though. But we got a lot of extra factories. Lots of extra factories out of that arrangement. Sweetness. Actually, wait. Rudar should be about to die, too. Wait, how'd you get... Oh, you got your capital back? No. Okay, wait. Stop that. Let him go. Okay, he's an idiot, and he just left his capital free and open for me to just take again. I kind of just, like, right-clicked and moved. Did the move command. Never do the move command, but there we are. So he's left himself open like an idiot. We're about to grab the capital right back, and then Rudar is about to die. That means that we need to go get Rivendell. I'm a little concerned that Rivendell actually might be about to completely cut me off in supply. Well, if we can push in from the south, that's not going to matter too much, but that's going to get real stinking awkward. Are you almost over here? Yeah, you are. There we go. Come on. Grab it. And Rudar's dead. We got the capital. Rudar dead? Why is Rudar not dead? Oh, good grief. All right, just right-click and go and kill whatever you can get. I literally don't think I understand why Rudar isn't dead yet. As far as I'm concerned, they probably ought to be. Rudar... Oh, they're 100% of the way. Oh, come on, let's just wait till the end of the day. There they go, finally, all right. Vales of Anduin and Rudar, you're both mine. I am taking all of the states. Mordor grows larger and more powerful as time goes on. Okay, now everyone turn your attention to go and snag Rivendell. Guess what? A lot of his units just got left out in the middle of nowhere up here to the north, which means nothing is defending in this area. So you guys should be able to push up to Rivendell fast. Go, 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 go. What else we got going on over here? We should probably get some more upgrades for my artillery, since those are generally speaking pretty good. Let's get some upgrades going for those, since I think we don't have everything fully up to date. Oh, right, we do have planes and stuff we should probably be using. Let's actually find them. They're still way over here. It's not where I want them. Let's get them down over this direction and see if they can indeed help out around Rivendell. And we're gonna bomb the crud out of ya. Oh, we're also starting to see a lot of good pushes off in this direction, too. That's reassuring. Gondor, you landed up here, and you're alive still. That's amazing. Keep going. Oh, Rivendell absolutely goofed up. There we go. Got that down. Absolutely no problem. Okay. You guys get into Holland Ridge. You guys all fight over Echad Eregion, or whatever it's supposed to be called. I don't even know at this point. You guys get down over here. Nope, you head up over this direction. Grab the forts. You head over to Gwingris. That's fine. You turn around as well. Go over here. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so Rivendell is about to capitulate, I think. They ended up... Get over here. They ended up getting spread way too thin, I think. Pushed themselves way too far to the north so that when Rudar fell, that was just the end of everything for them. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Get over into Holland Ridge. Gosh, dang it. There we go. Rivendell is out of the war. I was going to say down for the count, and then I was going to say out of the war, and then they sort of mixed in my brain, and it wasn't going to make any sense. Okay, now all forces to the western border. It's time to save the Hobbits. As far as our national focus tree is concerned, I really don't know what else we want to do. I guess we can go ahead and do the fate of Minas Morgul for the heck of it, but it doesn't really matter too much. I am doing some lend-leases with the Hunters of the Marshes. I'm still trying to burn down some of their autonomy, just because I would like to have them annexed by the end of things here, but they're certainly taking their sweet time. If we were to build a few air bases and other such cheap things, though, that would be a very easy way of getting some extra autonomy with them. We could also build some anti-air and stuff, not that it matters. We could also build some radar stations. I don't know. Anything it takes, let's just get these guys annexed before the end of this war. I mean, I know there are some things right now that I'm doing that are somewhat suboptimal. I'm not sitting here and micromanaging the way that I ought to be. I'm not using up my my points up here for command power or experience or blah, 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 but I don't think we really need to. We're kind of in that final home stretch where I should be able to just finish this off with exactly what I've got right now. And now that we actually are caught up in terms of equipment across the board, there's nothing else I need. There's nothing else I need. There's no reason not to have our troops just set to be aggressive and push forever. I can afford to lose manpower and I can afford to lose equipment because we're producing faster than what we're losing. So they're all very, very, very dead. And we can just sit back on autopilot for a while. Hey, look, I got dockyards. Oh, that's cool. I can't build anything with them, though. It says I have no ports. But I do, though. You tell me that I have a free dockyard right now, but apparently I got a dockyard but no port? That seems a little bit sort of fishy, doesn't it? Whatever. Okay, fine. We are getting really close to Bree, which the Hobbits apparently are really excited about. We did get Bree, actually. Never mind. Hello. Minas Maloth. Is this the watchtower? Is that the name of it? I don't even remember. Minas means things in, like, the Gondorian language that Tolkien created. Guy's really interesting, by the way. The fact that he actually, like, created legitimate languages. The guy was, like, really into linguistics and stuff, and different cultures and languages and ways and phrases and how things are kind of shown. Like, he made language building an art, which is really cool. It's the sort of thing that I would love to see more fantasy authors do, but, you know, who can really sit around and just invent entire languages and stuff? That's not for the average author, okay? Brandon Sanderson and stuff, you know, they're good, but, like, is he make new languages good? I'm gonna go with probably not. I have a acquaintance, by the way, who actually wrote a book and tried getting into the fantasy genre. It's his first ever book. He's apparently wants to write like 7 of them. But he's somebody I met through engineering circles because, you know, in my area, engineers tend to get to know each other. So I met him, and he let me read the book because he knew I was an enthusiast of fantasy fiction and stuff. And I thought that was pretty cool. You know, it's a first book, but like it's rare that you get to meet an author and stuff. You know, and he's published, he's self-published, and everything else. So pretty slick stuff. Okay, let's actually go to subjects real quick and let us annex this. If you guys would like to know what the name of the book is and stuff, I can let you guys know. Just let me know in Discord at some point and we'll go with it. Alright, so we annexed up the marshes. Good, which means I can actually cancel all of this nonsense. Because you're already annexed, nothing else really matters. Thank you. We don't even care about these air bases. Get rid of all this nonsense. Get out of here. Alright, who do we go for next? I don't know. Gondor! Let's learn how to build things up in Gondor! Well, at this point, we're actually just kind of fighting everything on behalf of the Hobbits, which is kind of funny. They're just sort of sitting here and enjoying themselves. Let's see if I can set a few of you up over here. Can we possibly push up this direction? Sure. Because they own the territory, my troops are in their area, which means they gain control of states. If I want the lands, we should be only pushing from this area and then just sweeping across, but I'll be honest, I'm not especially worried about it. At the end of the day, we're going to get the bulk of the war score, and controlling more states no longer is relevant, since I'm not desperate in need of production and stuff. So this should be A-okay. We'll just set you all to aggressive and let them do their thing. What is strategic region 216? I don't know. But it is a thing. Oh, 30 divisions of expeditionary forces. So that's nice of you. 19 from Haradwaith and 33 from Eisengard. Everyone is sending me their soldiers. Wow, okay, thank you. I appreciate all the extra help, I suppose. Good lord, what am I supposed to do with all you guys? Alright, new army under your control with another Nazgul. Get up over here and push to your heart's content. Looks like Arthedain may have just fallen apart. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just tell you guys to all kind of go to Mithlund. We're going to grab the rest of the victory points that I can see up over here somewhere, just so we don't have to sit back and worry about them anymore. Can some of you guys go off that direction, and then some of you guys go, I don't know, go up to the harbor over here, I guess. I need to get a handful of you guys. The game's starting to really slow down, unfortunately. It's getting a little bit bogged down right now from the sheer number of orcs, but this is Mass Assault Doctrine 101, you know? The doctrine requires that you send ungodly numbers of troops on the battlefield, and then they just destroy your PC. So that's all we're doing. I'm also really thrilled that we've got all 9 Nazgul leading out in the field right now. The 9 are on the field. The Brotherhood of Hobbits is looking pretty strong too, by the way. It's just funny seeing them being nice and big. So we're kind of wrapping down on this this mod here, which is fine. So how do we feel about the mod overall? I feel like it could use a bit more polish and a bit more tender loving care. The ideas behind it are certainly nice. The national focus tree is pretty interesting. I will say I think that the ring is going to be in certain regions at certain times kind of takes away a little bit of the fun. But the fact that there's a randomness as far as how strong the fellowship is, and we got kind of lucky with that, I don't know, maybe it's harder to stop the ring than you'd think, but it seems as Mordor that it's no issue to get the ring. That's been my one anecdotal experience up to this point. Beyond that, like the technology, it's not everything makes a lot of sense. They do have some customization with the infantry equipment and stuff. Beyond that, not much else going on there, so I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of room for expanding this mod until it becomes something really cool. The author did a pretty good job with the map. The map looks pretty good, and they did a good job of actually getting all the factions correct, so that is certainly something. And the author clearly knows a fair bit about other areas beyond just what's covered in the basic books and stuff. I mean, you wouldn't know much about the story of Angmar if you hadn't been reading through some of the other lore that is in the Tolkien universe. So, I mean, yeah, the author put some work into it. It just could use a lot more. And I think with a few more months of development and some serious help from the community, this could actually turn into a pretty darn good overhaul mod. But they're going to have to figure out how to figure out, like, planes and stuff and replace them with eagles or fell beasts. They're going to have to figure out how to get rid of tanks and make that into something that makes a lot of sense. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool, by the way, to do something like what Equestria at War does with faction or race-specific technologies as well. For example, Eisengard can start using, like, those gunpowder bombs they use at Helm's Deep, and so on. I don't really know exactly what's unique for things like Mordor exactly, but you get the idea. Some, like, special racial technology to add a bit of extra flavor in between the different races and stuff. That would be pretty cool. I don't know. I would give this one a solid B- as far as just like how in-depth it is. The good news is for me, I mean, I get to play as Mordor, which is always fun, and it was a pretty short series, which is perfect because as of tomorrow, I have CK3. How did Aragorn just take over Gondor? What happened? Alright, Dark Aragorn has apparently taken over now. They're democratic, but they're still part of the Dark Pact, and he's still my vassal, so, I mean, that's a thing, and thus ends the war. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and eat up Lothlorien myself, that's for me. Rivendell as well, that's for me. And let's grab some land over here just so Eisengard doesn't feel tempted to do something and take land I don't want them to have. We'll also work our way along the coast a little bit. There we go, and pass. He did take some land. No, the Hobbits are taking some land. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Well, I'm going to have to stop you from taking all this. Thank you very much. And let's see, I can take some over here as well. Sure, I'll take this. Pass, you take that, that's fine. I'll grab these. And then for the sake of borders, you can have that up there. Alright, there we go. Boom, okay. Eisengard was worthless in this war, just FYI. They did practically nothing. But the Brotherhood of Hobbits gets to form their own proper empire. And as a result, everyone except for Angmar, who should be a part of my faction, is now a member of the Dark Pact. That is, in fact, the end of it. Haha! Hey, something just happened to Rohan as well. Theoden just took back over here. What is happening? How are you people turning back to democratic? You shouldn't be doing things like that. I don't know. Maybe there's an event. Maybe there's a national focus. I don't know what it is. But I sure as heck don't like that Theoden King is back in charge of things. I'm just trying to annex these guys real quick. I just think it's appropriate. And there goes Gondor. Oh, never mind. They just went down to a different... Oh, never mind. We're not going to bother with it. Okay, well, something happened. I don't know why, but there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That ends the series of Hearts of Iron 4, The Lord of the Rings. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from some HoI4. We're going to move on to some other fun stuff. Tomorrow, of course, is the release of Crusader Kings 3. If you guys haven't taken a look at the special video I released last week, I would recommend you do so. I put a lot of time and effort into that one, and I'm pretty proud of it. But we're going to be jumping into that for the foreseeable future. We'll come back to some different mods in HoI4 at a different date. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. All right, let's go ahead and do it.